earlier today, I was gonna go across the cab over 970R and give you some insides of the good and the bad and the ugly on it. And one of the things I'll go across is, well, it's still on my trailer right now, but anyway, as you can see, I've had it. It's not even been a year yet, but I have 309, and I use it every single day, and it's been good because, like I was saying before, on my one of my videos, a couple of years ago, I had a heat stroke, and it took me down for a couple of months. And so I tried to figure out what to do during that time because I really didn't want to just get a 9 to 5 job. So that's why I searched around, and when I came across this cab over, that's why I was like, well, I might as well invest into it. So that's the reason I've got this one. And I could have got this in diesel, but the diesel was quite a bit more expensive than the gas powered. Now this one being gas is a 35 horse Kawasaki. I don't know if you can see it real good. It's hard to really see. It's all bundled in. But this 35 horse Kawasaki factory that comes on the John Deere's. And you can see right here, it is the Z970R. Has a 60-inch cut. And one of the great things is, let's say I'm out working and we have rain possible for today, scattered showers, whatever, I can still be cutting. A lot of people are like, when are you going to be cutting in the rain? Well, I've done it many days, especially this year. So having this has helped me a lot. Another thing is the doors, like I have said, the doors opening up like that, it just makes it so convenient to get in. Your control panel, the Curtis AC and all that kind of stuff is up there. You have 3-speed on the fan, then your AC has its thermo control, which is coldest, and then coolest or off. And you have a pad that is, it's kind of hard to see, but the pad's up here. It's kind of like an insulation foam pad. And then you have all this other padding put in down here to try and block as much of the dust. Now, it's not 100% dust free. You still have your flaws of dust coming in. So that's why, if you look behind me, you'll see there's dust. There's dust over here. There's a lot of dust everywhere. But I will say that it does really well. And so yeah. Hello there. How you doing today? All right. So anyway, one thing I've just come to really like is the fact that, like I said, it just works night and day. I ended up putting the lights on myself. They're right here. And believe it or not, they are pretty bright. Just about like the shop lights. They shine out real well. And I don't work a lot after dark, but as the season changes, it's going to change too. The time, daylight, and all that stuff's going to change. So that's a lot of the pros with it. One of the negatives that I have is with the glass being plexiglass and everything. You'll see, kind of like right here. It's a little hard to see right there. Anyway, have some scratches from tree branches. Some other scratches right here. Little scratches here and there. and I'm going to be using some stuff I finally found to get it off. And going down the road, I don't have a box trailer, so going down the road, you have bugs that get all over the front. That's another bad thing about it. The other downfall is they are still working on, it's a relay switch. I've had to take it in 3 or 4 times because I've been in the middle of 5 to 10 acre yards, and all of a sudden AC just starts blowing hot air because the compressor stops. And it's because of a relay switch. Well, where this is built up north, they don't have the humidity we have down here in the south. And I'm one of the few people down here in the south, especially in northeast Texas, that has one of these. So the relay gets moist, gets damp, the humidity and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, y'all know how it is. And so that goes out, has to be replaced, and that causes dilemma on me, so I'm using a stand-on mower and so on. Other than that, it's been great. Another downfall about it being so tall, it is in the back. I'm gonna tell you, back here, 6'5", up at the front, 6'2". So it's kind of at a tilt. The bad thing on this being 6'5" at the very back is like my shop door is 8 foot flat. Now, with it being on the trailer, I had to have it in the back of the trailer so that it's slanted just enough to get under the door. Otherwise, I'll have to take it off and then back the trailer in. I mean, there's not too much negative about it because I can almost stand up in the thing. I'm 6 foot. But other than that, it's been great. So I have, like I said, 309 hours, point something on there. The only drawback that I showed earlier was about the belts, and that's dealing with the deck belts. Had nothing to do with the cab. But as far as the mower goes, the quality cut, everything like that, it's great. If anybody has any questions, please let me know, because that's why I'm trying to share this with everybody. But I did have a little encounterment with the branch. Yeah, I gotta fix that. That's my fault. So anyway, yep, had an encounterment with the branch. But something I wish I could put on here. You see how I have the twills right here? Okay, so I can't put twills on this because of the weight and all that kind of stuff. So I wish that I could put twills on here, because I like the way twills handle better than the regular tires. Those are good tires, nothing wrong with them. They don't leave anything, but they don't grip like the twills. And so that's the only downfall. Other than that, it's all good. So it's been a good mower. It's been really nice. Again, to have a cab over with air conditioning. I thought about that before in my life, and when I came across it, I was actually watching somebody on YouTube, and it blew my mind when I saw it. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot and see. You just have to take care of it like you do anything else. There's not any more maintenance on it. It's very low maintenance on as far as taking care of the unit. This is considered a 1.5 ton size unit. For those of y'all wanting to know, that's what that's considered, a 1.5 ton. So, noise, yeah, I will tell you, I wear earphones because inside that thing it gets loud. And there's even a warning label inside. Gotta find it. It says, be sure and wear, the noise range and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, you're just trying to figure out what that was. But it's interesting because it gets loud in here. And I don't know if you can hear the difference in the quality of my voice as I'm standing in the cab right now compared to as I'm right here. There it is. To prevent possible hearing loss, wear ear protection in this machine. So, yeah, it gets loud in there. I don't know what the decibels are. I do a lot of DJing, and I'm going to tell you right now, that thing's louder than my system is standing next to the subs for a 5-6 hour party. And that's just mowing a yard. So, yeah, it gets pretty loud in there. Again, I'm not knocking it. I like it. It's worth it. It helps me out. And I do have the stand-on, which is the same size cut, 60 inch. This one I have 108 hours, I think. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's backwards, but 108.1 is what the deal reads. And this is simple, basic, simple. This one, instead of a 35 horse, this is a 27 horse Kawasaki. And what I really like is you get to the deck right here. You just lift that up and you got to the deck right there. Everything is easy to get to. So when it comes time to change oil, boom, you're right there. Comes time to change oil on this one, on the cab over, you got a lot to get to. But it's all there. So, you know, it's just simpler with the stand-on to get to it. But again, back to the cab over. I really and truly, I like it, and I wouldn't, you know, wouldn't change my mind on it. Wouldn't let it go for anything. Not even another bank or anything like that, because they all have flaws and everything like that. I've had several different brands during my lawn service. I've been at this since 1994, and yeah, I've had a lot. And you can see I've got the bad boy stand on, little 34 inch. That's for inside the fences and stuff like that. Works great, does an awesome cut. But again, I'm at the point right now, I'm perfectly fine with what I've got. I'm not going to try to get any more equipment, because this is going to be the last bit of equipment probably that I buy, and I'm just going to be taking care of this until I can't do anything else. And so that's going to be it. The reason I have this truck, I can work on the truck. New trucks, I'm not buying. I'm not buying another new truck. I had that 2018 2500, nothing but a problem all the way. Every time I turned the key, it cost me money. Something broke down, mechanical or electrical or whatever, and it was a piece of crap. So this one, I've rebuilt the top half of the block on this already, and I haven't spent $1,000 yet, because I can do it myself. So there's a difference in the way everything is built nowadays compared to what it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. And that's why both of my mowers, actually all three, are carbureted. They're not fuel injected, they're carbureted. And I'm not getting a fuel injected mower, because if something goes bad with this one, I can take it apart and I can fix it and be back out working. If something goes bad with the cab over engine, I can take it apart, fix it on the engine, and I know what to do. If something goes bad on the bad boy, I can take it apart, fix it, put it back together. Valves I can do, carburetor I can do, tear the block down, rebuild it. Yeah, that stuff I know how to do. But if it's got a mechanic or electrical on it, dealing with fuel injection and everything else, I'm not touching it. And that'll cost me. And so again, they're nice to have, but when you live in the South and it's humid, it's hot, and you have all this other stuff going, it's just not worth it. So that's why I'm old school, stick with the carburetor. Now my truck is fuel injected. I know how to work on it because it doesn't have all the control modules. So it's only got one main fuse panel, one main computer. Everything else is run off the fuse panel, and that's it. So yeah, you just have your pluses and ups and downs, but that goes on everything. Back to the cab, I give it 2 thumbs up on everything. I like it. It's comfortable. The seat's comfortable. Is there any negatives on it? Other than the fact that I wish they could fix that relay so that the AC won't go out in the middle of a 5 to 10 acre property. That's the only negative about it. Otherwise, it keeps going, and keeps going. So anyway, all right. Well, hey, y'all have a good evening. Peace out. God bless. Talk to y'all later on. All right.